two girls taking a chance.
Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sheridan Tuesdays. Hold on just a second. See, I'm hoping that you're able to hear me because now I can't hear anything, but maybe I'm not supposed to hear anything. But hold on just 2 seconds. Let me double check a couple of streams there to make sure we still in the motion. But welcome to Sheridan Tuesdays. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. For the state of Oklahoma, don't forget, go and register to vote. You have 30 minutes. Yes, let's go exercise that right to vote. We have 30 minutes before the poll close because it is important for you to exercise your right. We had that bonus edition yesterday. But anywho, I hope that everyone is doing well. Before we get started, I want to share this resource with you. And let me make sure everybody can hear me on the other side of the world. Hold on 1 second because it does say I'm live. Just want to make sure because one of those, I don't know if you guys remember one of those recordings. Um, yep, you can hear me. Perfect. So, anyways, I just want to double check because one segment I was talking and nobody could hear me. You could only hear the guests. You know how frustrating that is after you done recorded everything? That's very frustrating. Anyway, let's move on to it. So, let me tell you about this resource. Are you guys ready? Let me tell you about this resource. So it's Pambe. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. If I'm not, then individuals from Ghana, please let me know the correct pronunciation. All right, so Pambe, Ghana is a global market. All right, so a fair trade shop featuring handmade items from artisans across the world. It's at the Sailor and Dock on 617 West Sheridan in Oklahoma City. They have their booth set up. Everything in there is beautiful. Trust me, when you walk in, you're going to be like, oh, I want to buy everything. But anyway, they are a 501c3 nonprofit organization founded in Oklahoma City. Their global market proceeds benefit Pambe Ghana education initiatives in northern Ghana. You can learn more about Pambe, and that's Pambe Ghana, and the global market at PambeGhana.org. All right, so this is a resource. It's going to be on my website. Go and share if you're looking for Christmas gifts. There you go. You definitely need to go there and just let them know I sent you. They don't know me, but anyway, just let them know. So let me tell you who we have today. This is a celebrity in my eyes, and many of you probably already know this young man, but I am so super excited to be able to talk to him. And let's bring him on in. Hello, Dr. Jonas Gadson. How are you today?
I'm doing great. I'm fired up and ready to go.
Woohoo! Okay, so am I. So am I. I'm so happy that you decided to join on Sheridan Tuesdays because, hey, we have a lot of fun and educate individuals everywhere about the things that are going on across the world. So let's start off with who are you and where are you from?
Well, there are three kinds of people: those that make things happen, those that watch things happen, and those who wondered what happened. I am a person that make positive things happen, and I know that you are too. My name is Dr. Jonas Gadson, known as Mr. Enthusiastic. I spent 30 years in corporate America, Xerox, and Kodak, and trained over 8,000 people from employees from 69 different countries. Now I relocated back to beautiful South Carolina, where I was born. I left corporate America early to return to take care of my elderly mother at 81 years old in 2005. So I took care of her by the wrong the clock for three and a half years, and I lost her in 2000 and 2008. She was a marvelous mother. She didn't put me in the young folks home, and I didn't put her in the old folks home.
Yes. Don't do that. And it's wonderful to be able to take care of your mom, take care of your parents. give back because they have given so much to us. So we might as well pass the torch and do what we need to do for them. So you're from South Carolina. Okay.
Yes,
All right.
yes.
I've never been to South Carolina, but I've heard so many wonderful things about it. So what is there to
Oh,
do
yes.
in South Carolina that I need to write
Oh,
down?
oh, absolutely. It's everything to do in South Carolina. It's a historical town. We
Okay.
also have the Robert Smalls, who just built a brand new school in his honor. The $63 million. He was an African American man that went behind the enemy line and stole the ship and brought it back over. We also have Penn Center. It's known by the world. Every November, people come from all over the world to go to Penn Center, another historical. Harriet Tubman been down through here. The Martin Luther King came down to Penn Center, so it's rich. Not to mention the beautiful waters and it's very beautiful because of the land and the fresh air. When I graduated from Beaufort High in '71, I went to Rochester, but before I left, we were singing a song, "I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas." Well, I went to Rochester, New York, and that dream became a nightmare because it snows for 9 months of the year, and so I
Yeah.
don't miss the snow down here in sunny South Carolina. If you've never been, Miss McKnight, I highly recommend come on down. Now you know somebody, Jonas with the bonus, Mr. Enthusiastic. Once you get in beautiful, all you have to do is mention the name, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, okay, most definitely will do. I will have to definitely make a trip that way and bring my mother along as well because we love to tour different historical centers and get a lot of information. So thank you for sharing that, and I'll make sure I look you up when I come to your city.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Enthusiastic. Now, was that a name that you just had since childhood, or where did that start from?
Well, and when I've spoken to people from around the world and public speaking
Mhm.
and motivation and personal and professional greatness. So every time I would do an evaluation, a peer evaluation, the comment is always, You're so enthused. And I'm a faith-based guy too. So they usually say, well, when you come to corporate America, you speak to schools and colleges and small businesses, we don't want you to mention anything about us. Okay, that's fine. But I write my own introduction. So when they read my introduction at the end, they said, help us bring on Jonas Gadson, DTM, known as Mr. with a round of applause. What they don't know that the Greek word for enthusiasm is God within. So what they really say, help me welcome the guy that God worked within with a round of applause. I'm going to give him some glory.
I love that. Definitely give him some glory. Now you mentioned that you're faith based. So are you a pastor, or explain a little bit about how that works? Because I know you have some expertise in that area.
Well, I have a doctorate degree in theology, and I do that, also. But I separate the two when I'm dealing in corporation and schools and small businesses and everything of that nature.
Okay.
So I don't mention that part because again, people have a tendency to look for things for free and handouts and all of those kind of things. But I've been a Christian and for 50 years, and I don't feel no way tired. He taught me a mighty, long ways. I've written 7 brand new books. Just came out to a brand new one on Thanksgiving. The Actual Faith is already a bestseller to help people to overcome difficulty during the time of the year. Now, 7
Oh,
is
okay.
completion, but I'm writing a brand new
Yes.
coming out in 2024. And this title of this one is Mastering Your Message. Pick up your mic. We need to hear your voice. So that, and 8 is the new beginning. So that's going to be a new book for a new beginning for all of you. You don't have to wait and say you're going to be a new you in 2000. But what I'm saying for my theme for 2024, I'm going to soar in 2024. Soar.
Oh,
Like
I
Mom
like that. I'm gonna soar
I'm
in
going to soar.
2024. I like that.
And I can speak on that because my first book is How to Fly Like an Eagle with Wings Like a Wind. It teaches you to take a chance, take charge, and take control of your life.
And take control. I love that. So okay, now let's start. Let's go back a couple of years, maybe a few. Because you have a lot of things. I mean, your doctorate degree, you're an enthusiastic speaker, and then on top of this, you're an author. I mean, I feel like you're a jack of all trade and a master of all of them. Is that what
Yeah,
I?
yeah. Well, also I I teach a lot to business owners and also in the academia world because I've learned it with both hands. But it didn't start out that way. I started out at 4 years old with a stomach was protruding as I was 9 months pregnant. I had a tumor in my stomach, and they couldn't figure out what was. So my mother rushed me to Charleston Hospital in South Carolina, and they told my mother, I was going to die because 8 other babies laying there dead, and they said I'm going to be number 9. So they went in to live. So they went in. I don't know if they even cleansed your attention. So they went in and they cut my stomach open, took out this huge tumor, and sewed me back up. And I remember when I was 4 years old in the recovery room, the stitches were hurting my stomach at 4 years old. But I looked over in the corner, and my mother was right there with me, even though she had 11 children. She was right there standing by me. But then right after that, I had a massive infection. So they took me back into the operating room and find out that infection had spread on the other side of my kidney, and they took it out. So I only had one kidney, and they didn't tell me. So I had some of the best doctors. So recently, 50 years later, I'm seeing some of the best doctors checking up. And as I was walking out, they said, Mr. Gadson, do you know you only have one kidney? I was shocked. Then you found out that later on that kidney that was left was only performing 11 to 5 to 11%. And so it's then from that led me to dialysis. I'm on dialysis now, working to get a kidney transplant. But here's what I said. Even though doctors gave me a diagnosis, the God of heaven had the final prognosis. And here's your bonus. You only get this bonus from Jonas. Don't let anyone bury you until after you're dead. You're bigger than that. You're better than that. And the best is still in you. Allow that best to bud, to bloom, and to blossom to a bright and beautiful future. My whole life has been a bonus.
Oh my goodness. And definitely a testimony. Oh my, so I have so many questions and I'm gonna try to remember all of them. But so they didn't tell your mom that they took your kidney and
No. Well, keep in mind now, they wasn't expecting me to live. They might have just went through the operation just to get some organ to save somebody else. But my point is that what if I had died? I would have never touched millions of people. I would have never wrote 7 best-selling books. I will never be a DTM in Toastmasters, which is a membership of 300,000. A DTM is a distinguished Toastmaster. That's the highest you can get. I would have never graduated from Del Carnegie at the top of the class. I would have never went to college and accomplished and took public speaking. I would have never been doing a lot of things if I had died. So I tell people, don't focus on what you have lost. Focus on what you have left, because what you have left is enough to get the job done. And that's a bonus from Jonas. Don't focus on what you have lost. Focus on what you have left, because what you have left is enough to get the job. Then I'll emphasize, don't let anyone bury you until after you're dead. I'm telling people, I'm working hard to prevent people from taking their dreams, their goals, and aspiration to enrich the graveyard. This is your time, and this is your turn. This is the decade for the doers. Get it done. I know some people tell me, well, I'm ready for 4th of July, for the new year of 2020. I question that. I don't think you're ready for 2024 because you haven't finished what you're supposed to do in 2023. How dare you just walk off for four more weeks waiting for it? See,
Mm-hmm.
you know, see, some people, you're going to turn the calendar, it's just going to say January 1st. You could become a new you. And then when it comes in, as I said, the book I'm writing now is a new, number 8, it's a new beginning, and it starts now. In fact, I was telling some people in the spiritual area, I said, you know, a lot of you didn't cheat. You're going the first quarter, the second quarter, and the third quarter. Hey, but I got some good news. See, the first 3 quarters is in the tomb, but the 4th quarter is in your womb. I think I said something.
Mm.
You are pregnant with possibility. And from a spiritual sense, I tell people to follow God's order in the 4th quarter. I will follow God's order in the 4th quarter.
In the
We
fourth
will
quarter.
follow God's order in the 4th quarter. It's not
In
over.
the fourth quarter. I love that.
It's the 4th quarter. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that. And so you're pregnant in the womb with possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm gonna have to go back and play this again so I can write all this down because I'm gonna run out of paper with all the wisdom that you're giving today. I just absolutely love this. And you know, you're absolutely right. You know, we skip too far ahead for 2024 when we haven't even finished the business that we need to do right here. And who's to say that we're even going to make it? I mean, people are leaving left and right before you know it. So you got to be blessed with what you have right here. I love that. I
Yes.
love that. And so Jonas with the bonus. That's where that comes from with the the life health issues and all of those things that you have a bonus that you need to share, and you've been doing this for over, you said, 30 years now.
50.
50. Ooh, excuse me,
50
50
years.
years.
30 years in corporate America with Xerox and Kodak, training people from around the world. 30 years in the spiritual way. Then now on my own business. And let me just share this. This will help you too. I started my own business. The name of my business is Partners for Purposeful Living, LLC. And it's ran by 4 principles. And this is going to help somebody. It ran by 4 principles. Number 1, education. That's from the Latin word, which means to lead and draw out the genius that is in you. There's nearly a billion people on the planet, and there'll never be another one just like you. No one else can duplicate your fingerprint, your handwriting, or your child. You are biologically unique. God made you an original. Don't you dare die a copy. So that's education. And then second principle is inspiration. If you ever been a time that people need to be hoping, give hope and be encouraged, that you matter, that you're fearfully, wonderfully made, you are custom designed by the Creator. You are a piece of the Master. So you will be inspired to do more, to be more, and to have more. And to give you hope. Matter of fact, one of my bonuses, when your value is clear, your decision is easy. Ooh, I think I said something. That's another bonus from Jonas. When your
There's
value,
a bonus.
is clear, your decision is easy. Then the third
Hmm.
principle is dealing with transformation. Move away from change to transformation, because change is temporary, but transformation is permanent. I don't care how many legs a caterpillar has. I don't care how fast he can run. He can never fly. The caterpillar must die in order for the butterfly to fly. So it's your time to mount up
Mm.
with wings like an eagle. One of my favorite books said, "Be not conformed to this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." You see, you need
Renewing of your
to
mind.
check up from the neck up. And then the last principle is motivation. Some people say, well, give me more motivation. No, if you're heading in the wrong direction, you don't need motivation. You need education. You need inspiration. Then you need transformation. And so you can get up and get going. And so all of my messages touch these 4 things to inspire people to be, to do, and to have. And this is your time right now. And remember, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Yesterday is the cancer check. Tomorrow is a promise. No, but today you have cash in your hand. Live full and die empty.
Live full and die empty. Oh my gosh. Listen, I don't know who else is listening to this and whoever's following, but I know that you are going to receive something today because I have received a lot and it's only been 20 minutes. 20 whole minutes. And listen, Jonas, with the bonus, you have given so many bonuses. I think the most important part that I'm hearing is never ever give up. Don't just don't just quit. Don't just quit and don't just say I'm done. I'm done. I'm not doing anything else. Do you speak to, and I know you say you speak to corporations and different small businesses. I'm quite sure you reach out to the youth.
Oh, yes. I've spoken to
Yeah.
literally thousands of youth. When I was in Rochester, New York, we did a lot of conferences, and I spoke to them how to give a powerful presentation. I spoke to them about saying yes to your success. Not only the 7th to 12th grade, but also college. Up north, what they have a C-step program that means they're entering students, African American and students of color, math and science. So I trained them from 7th grade to 12th grade, and then you got a C step. This is for college students, and so I would speak to them. I have so many children, not by birth, that I help. I have a passion. I tell people all the time that our young people make up 40% of our population, but they're 100% of our future. One of my favorite scriptures says, "Remember now, the Creator in the days of thy youth." So the skills that I've learned over the years is applicable, and now when I'm teaching communication and personal and professional development, and what I do too, when an organization call me in, I don't just go there and speak on what I want to speak on. I have a needs assessment that I send out to them, and they fill out the needs assessment. I know what their mission statement is. I know what their value statement is. I know what their purpose statement is. I know what's keeping them up at night. So I build a presentation that will fit their audience, because one size doesn't fit all.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. You can't put them all in a box. What do you think is one of our with this generation now? Because I know you said over 50 years of experience, so you've seen quite a few generations come through your career. But what do you think this generation right now is? What is their biggest struggle?
Well, one of their biggest struggle is the lack of effective communication. And they don't understand that with technology, they just text. They don't even say okay, they just say oh. See, learn how to communicate. A lot of times there's a lot of conflict going on, but if you know how to communicate effectively, I'm not talking about talking, I'm talking about communicate more effectively. And I always tell people we were given 2 ears and 1 mouth. So we should be listening twice as much as we talk. So if you get your communication, that would help you to get a raise. That will help you to be able to articulate. And people buy you before they buy. They just interview Warren Buffett a few months ago. You know, he's a billionaire, and a lot of stock brokers were asking him questions. So what is the bond that we need to invest in order for the 21st century and beyond? That's what they thought he was going to address. He's the number one investment that you need to invest in public speaking. And Dale Carnegie contributed his billionaire status to Dale Carnegie. Someone once said that the only thing he has hanging in his office is Dale Carnegie, which is a public speaking. It's critical. He said also that if you can communicate successfully, you raise your finances 50%. If you can't do it, it goes down 50%. Communication is critical. In fact, when you look at the relationship with adults, there are three things that cause divorce and separation. One of the three is a lack of effective communication.
Communication. Yeah.
It's,
I
it,
I I
it's,
I,
it's,
would- I would
it's
definitely agree with that. Yeah, because it's like you never can seem to agree, or someone didn't express themselves, or someone didn't share something. Yeah. Okay. And
yeah.
what would be the next one? I'm so curious now.
Well, the
Sorry.
next one is finances,
Okay. Okay.
and the third one is infidelity.
Ah. Okay. So if the first one
Both,
is if we can at least communicate, then we can halfway make it, because maybe that won't
yeah,
lead you to the infidelity and the finances situation.
absolutely. And a lot of times now, the interviews have changed dramatically. You used to interview one person. Now with the global marketplace, you ought to be interviewed by 100 people on Zoom. And so
Right,
you got to
that's
know,
true.
you got to be able to sell yourself. You got to do good eye contact, and all that's critical. But one of the things that that you said earlier, that I want to make a small correction that would help you for my next point. Uh, a lot of people, and I addressed this in my presentation. A lot of people, I'm jack of many trade and master of none. That is not an accurate quote. Here's the accurate quote. I'm a master of many trade, but I'm a master of one. Even the scriptures,
Master of
this
one.
one thing I do. Find that one thing. The first thing I talk to people about communication, the first C that's going to be in the book, and it takes sometimes weeks or months to get this first C. Crystal clear, crystal clear on what that one thing is. Come on, and then once that crystal clear is, now what we do is find out all the gifts you have, all the talents that you have. Then we narrow it down
Mhm.
to 10. Then we
So,
narrow it down to 2, to 3. Then we narrow it down to 1. Somebody, I can't. Well, see, you can't do everything at one time. But if you
that's
master
true.
this one thing, in my book I talk about a tree. See, that trunk is supported by the roots, and the
Hmm.
roots branch off the leaves. So when you start with that one thing, like for example, I started with that one thing speaking. Now I got 7 books. Now I'm doing a master class. Now I'm doing coach. I coach people. I'm coaching 2 nurses right now. Coaching them one-on-one in speaking. So I can do boot camp. So many things that I can do. I can be an MC. There's so many things. But I start off with that one thing. So that one,
One thing.
crystal clear, that one thing.
And and I feel like that would be my struggle. That would be my struggle. What would be your one thing? So I'm gonna make that my homework assignment,
Yeah,
and
work on that
figure
one
out
thing.
what my one thing would be. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes, yes.
So I do want to I do want to touch on a little bit about Toastmaster, because I've been to DC before, and I saw the headquarters of the International Toastmasters. And so can you explain a little bit, what all does that mean? And what does the DTM mean after your name? Because you said it is a very distinguished um, title or position. Can you explain what all does
Well,
that mean?
yeah, I would say this. When I learned about Toastmasters, I was already speaking. And when
Okay.
someone told me about Toastmasters, I said, why should I go to Toastmasters? I'm already being, not only I was speaking professional, I was being paid. And so then I took a look at Toastmasters, and I found out that the vehicle where I was going, Toastmasters
Mm-hmm.
was a great vehicle to get me there. And so all the things that we do is volunteer. We're going to college. We do speak to the military. We establish clubs and all that. But a DTM is a distinguished Toastmaster. That's the highest level of a membership of 300,000 members. And it's very inexpensive, because you can join one right there in Oklahoma, and that you get a chance to do a lot of speaking, and they
Okay.
evaluate you. The first speech you give is about 4 to 6 minutes. So you want to have an opening, a body, and a close. But they're listening at you for your grammar, they're timing you, and all of those over time. Because if you're going to speak professionally and they give you 15 minutes, you got to deliver in 15 minutes. But what
In
you
15
have to be
minutes.
wise enough to know that sometimes there's somebody over speak, and they come to you and say, "Listen, Dr. Gadson, man, I know promise you, we promise you 15 minutes, man, but we can only give you 10." Well, I'm not surprised. Most people say, "Oh, yeah, I can't say my name in 10 minutes." I say to them, "What kind of name you got?" So what helped me to stand out? I practiced 5 minutes. I already practiced 10 minutes because I know sometimes this is it. And when you knock them dead in that 10 minutes. If there's a 3-day conference, they're gonna find another place for you to speak a whole hour because you got them back on
Mm.
time. You gave them some substance that they can use, right away. I'm still a member, but that's the highest level. So if you're looking to improve your communication, they have competitive competition that compete international for the greatest communicator in the world. They have valuation contests. They all that. I won the club. I run the area. I won the district. And one time I had one more thing to go, and I was going to be one of those. But I went to. I drove to the location, and I practiced and all that. And I said, rule number one: thou shalt not beat thyself. Rule number, refer back to rule number one. So I'm in
Number
Binghamton,
one.
New York, competing for. If I won this time, it's only one more step for the international contest. And boy, I was bringing it. And I was getting ready to land. And I saw the light. You give you a caution light. And another thought came in my mind. I didn't need the thought. I went for it
Oh,
and went over 7 seconds.
oh, 7 seconds. Oh my goodness. That, and I know they penalized you for that 7 seconds. Oh my
Oh yeah,
goodness.
yeah. So,
Yes.
but the reason why I'm telling that too, because when you're going to help people, you can't tell. You can tell them all of your successes, but they can't relate to you. That's why I told you about
Mm.
plantation, that group. That's why I told you about the stomach with the tumor. That's why I'm telling you that went to the fourth level, and there was nobody there could beat me, but I beat myself. And that's a lesson for all of us. Some of us, we are
Mhm.
beating ourselves. Let me tell you something else. What you said earlier, because I pay attention to everything. You said earlier that you only have a half an hour to vote. Go on down and vote. So what I want to say that I do oftentimes, I want to have a brief election right now. See, God voted for you. The devil voted against you. And you have the decided ballot. Some of us are not winning because we don't even vote for ourselves. We can see for everybody else, but we can't see it for ourselves. Boy, I'm talking to somebody. I know it's tight,
Yes, you
but it's,
are.
I mean, to believe in the God that believes in you, vote for you. I
Mm.
know things have been tough, but tough time never, but tough people do. And
Mm. I love that.
your past do not determine your future. Come on,
It
somebody.
does not. Come
So
on.
have the mindset. Have the mindset. One of my bonus from John. If it's going to be, it's up to me. And if you're going to get through, it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Mm.
That's critical. As I said, bonus from John. When your value is clear, your decision is easy. And let me just say this. See, some of you are having some tough time during this holiday. So I want to say, here's what I want you to do. Turn your obstacle into opportunity. Turn your stumbling blocks into stepping stone. And turn your
Mm.
scars into stars. Ooh, I think I said so. Oh, I come ready. I'm so fired up.
Yes.
I tell people all the time, Miss McKnight, I tell people all the time that no need to call the fire department with the fire extinguishers and the water hose. They didn't like this fire, and they can't out this fire. Come on.
I know that's right. You can't take this far out. Oh, I love it. I love everything. Everything that you are saying is 100%. And I know sometimes my mom tunes in, so I hope that she's catching this segment because she's probably like, "Oh yes, you need to bring him back." Definitely. People are having a difficult time throughout this season, and it always seems like there is a lot of death that happens around this time as well. And so, how do you handle, or what is something that you can say to inspire someone that's going through grief?
What I say, first of all, don't lose your hope. Spell the word hope is having positive expectation for you. Now, now, come in a little closer. Come in a little closer, those who are listening. I understand that. You just went to your first Thanksgiving with somebody you love. Maybe it was mother, maybe it was daddy, maybe it was grandmother, maybe it was grandfather, maybe it was a husband, a wife, a daughter, or son. And then you can ready to go to Christmas without them. The circle have been broken. I understand that. We are not saying get over it. I understand that. I've lost my mother. I've lost a lot of people. I got counseling. I got into therapy. I got into a grief group. Come on, somebody. And also, let me just say this. This time of the year is a large portion all over this country. Suicide. Not only young people, but young and old. So now when I speak a lot now, and I speak a lot of messages, especially I've been adding to my messages the toll-free number that you can call to get some help if you're thinking about suicide or you feel having depression. There's a toll-free number you can call confidentially, and they'll direct.
Yeah.
Ask for help. Come on, somebody. Ask for help,
Yeah.
not because you're weak,
For him.
but ask for help because you want to remain strong. Come on. Especially I'm talking to men, because a man not supposed to cry. Men not supposed. You need some help, brother. Ask for help. Get you some help. And by the way, at the end of this, I'm going to share how you get in contact with me and my telephone number. If I can do something to direct you. But let me tell you something. This is the thing that I do. More and more I go back to Dallas. I go to Dallas 3 times a week for the last 8 years. 12 hours a day I go to Dallas. But here's what I want you to know. Bonus from Jonah. You have to be a participant in your own rescue. Ooh, I think I said something. Let me read that. That's a bonus from Jonah. You have to be a participant in your own rescue. You got to do what you can to help yourself. Now, if I stop going dialysis, I'm going to die. Are you listening to me? But I don't miss. And I went public. I'm a private person, but I went public with my kidney situation, and I've helped literally thousands of people who are dealing. We just wrote a book. Amazon's best-selling book right now on the market just came out. Activating your faith. And 7 other people, and I did the following, and I'm talking about what I overcame with the dialysis and others. Another lady had a plane crash, and so we're not whining. We're telling you the solution. We're telling you what you can do. And the reason why we can relate, because we used to be you. We used to be you. We're challenging with 60%. Oh, watch this. These 4 H's. I'm going to go over it slow. We all have hurts, habits, and hang-ups. Ooh, I'm going to give you number 4 in a minute. I want you to repeat. Oh, we all got hurts, habits, and hang-ups. Now you need to move and get you some help and get H number 4, the healing power. That's why you got to be a participant. The healing power. Come on, if I'm talking spiritual, the healing power of a doctor that never lost a patient. His record is impeccable. And who wouldn't serve a God like that? He's a mighty great God. You try
it. Yes,
I double dare you. You don't need dope, you need hope. You don't need crack, you need Christ. You don't need a Bloody Mary, you need the blood of Jesus. You don't need Johnny Walker Red, you need Jesus Christ. Jesus said, if I be lifted up from the earth, I will draw all
man.
man, all woman. I double dare you to lift him up. He'll draw you out of that depression. He'll draw you out of the illness. Come on, somebody. Because you remember, he brought you that accident. He brought you to that cancer. That brought you to that divorce. That God allow you to get fired from your job so you can get fired up. Because you have to outgrow you. See, sometimes we have outgrow something. In the book that I wrote, I talk about the eagle. Well, there's only two God said he's like. Number one is the eagle. There's no bird. That's a solitary bird. That bird can see with his eyesight, can see 7 miles at a time. But you know what the bird does? The bird does, the mother bird, when they start having a young eaglets, they get comfortable, add the nest and it's all that. But then the little baby eagle get comfortable. So when it's time for them to fly, and they don't want to move out that comfortable nest, they start moving all the things out, and they got down to the stick, and so they get all. See, some of you watch this. This is not really. I'm really not talking about a bird. Some of you have gotten too comfortable. Let me tell you something. You don't grow in comfort. You only grow in conflict. Come on, let me repeat.
Come on, repeat it.
You don't grow in comfort. You only grow in conflict. Bonus from Jonas. And watch this. Another bonus from Jonas. Stop turning your couch into a coffin. Oh, I think I said something. I said, stop turning your couch into a coffin. Now, get up from down there.
Come on.
It's time for you to live your dreams, your goals, and your aspiration. This is not an accident that you are listening today. This is the providence. That's why we come on. That's why I speak like this. I want to help somebody. Because when I help somebody, I'm helping myself.
Amen. Yes. Oh my goodness. You've given so many bonuses. I'm gonna run out of space, but that's okay. I'm gonna get
Yeah. Well, you can do the replay, and then send me the replay. I'll put it out on my network. That's why I'm giving extra. I'm giving extra because I want to help somebody.
Well, thank you.
I'm
Thank
doing
you for giving extra.
Someone said, well, Dr. Gadson, why you keep giving all that? Don't you think that they're going to use it? That's why I'm giving it so they can use it. I don't come from a place, listen to me now, I don't come from a place of scarcity. I come from a place of abundance. Are you listening?
Yes, I'm listening.
8 billion people. I can't serve them all, and you can't serve them all. Come on, somebody. And he's about one Jonas with the bonus. I've been customly designed by God. Come on, somebody.
Yes.
So all I'm saying, if you really want to use it, make sure you give me credit. Because if you don't use it, you're not going to be blessed because you're an imposter. Stop telling people you did the other night and you had a dream and this came to your mind. Ain't nothing, never. A lot of good things came to your mind. You reject all of that stuff. Okay, come on, somebody. Give credit where credit is due. Everything I'm saying is in my book. And the book is copyrighted. Come on.
Now speaking of your books, you said you have 7, and I think I only have a few on here. But master your message.
Yeah, that's the new one that's coming. Master, and that's the part of the title. Underneath, pick up a mic. We need
pick up
to
the
hear
mic.
your voice. Yeah, it's going to be packed, coming out in 2024. But I'm also on the January the 20th. I'm going to do a masterclass virtual. I did about 4 of them in 2023. I'm going to do my first one virtually, and that's going to be the same title, Master Your Message. Only 2 hours on a Saturday morning, and we'll be sending that out momentarily. You can listen to anywhere in the world. An investment, but you can listen to it. You ain't got to worry about catching flights and bad hotels and bad food and all of that in the privacy of your home. on the Saturday
Oh,
morning.
my,
Yeah.
on a
So
Saturday morning.
mark your calendar. And let me tell you something else what I've learned. People pay attention to what they pay for.
Mm.
80%, what I found that I did a lot of things in the past for free, and billionaires are doing the same thing. And what they discovered, that 80% of the people that sign up for a free class on Zoom don't show up. 80%. And it's free.
If
So
it's free, they don't even show up.
to do things free, you're crippling people. They don't show up free.
Never thought
So I
about
tell
that.
people, after I don't give you a lot of free things and told you how much I love and show you I can help you, then I teach you how to drop the aura out of free and start paying fee. Get used to fee. Come on. Fee your way up to the top. You can't free your way. Come on. You got to stop being a nibbler. Come on. One of my coaches right now, last year, I paid $20,000 to train me, and I was already good. I was already Mr. Enthusiastic. Come on, somebody.
Right.
But I tell you, anybody, those of you who are sports enthusiasts, check the record. No team ever won without a coach. Michael Jordan, he was bad. He was doing all kinds of stuff, but he didn't win nothing until he got Jackson back. And he ran out of fingers. Kobe, bad. Kobe hogging the ball. He didn't run nothing until he got Jackson back. Muhammad Ali, the greatest in the world, he didn't do nothing until he got done. I don't care who you are, you need a coach.
You need a coach.
Yeah.
I like that. So where can they order your books? Are they all on Amazon?
Well, what I do, they can get it, but I encourage them to order it through me because then they get an autographed copy, from me.
Yes.
So what I can do, if I didn't send it to you, I can send you the copy of all of the books, including the new one. I can send that to you. And if anybody else are interested, all they have to do is contact me. I'll be happy. What I'll do is sign the book once you pay for it, and I'll send it to you, mail it to you wherever you are located at. Yeah, I tell people all the time, Amazon is good. However, if you are an author and you did your own book, you want to have Amazon for recognition, but you don't want to send the people there because they put your book down low. When you do, like when I do coming out, yeah, I'm going to go through Amazon and get the best selling, but all the people going to get the books through me. Now, if other countries is easy for them to get it that way, then go ahead and get that because that's still helping me. But a copy, a lot of people like that because my signature means something, or even mean more. Come on. So I get a bonus from Jonas. Come on. The one and only. And I do coaching personally. The fastest way to get where you want to go is have a coach. I train one-on-one. I'm training 2 nurses right now. One has a PhD, and I'm training them right now private on Zoom. Okay, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I think it's an African proverb that said, if you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, get you a coach. If I had learned this earlier in life, I would have been a multi-millionaire. I had a coach.
Well, you never had a but God was your coach though. That's the ultimate coach. But I think you have done well
Oh yes,
in the last 50 plus years.
yes,
So even though you don't have a coach.
Yes. And a lot of other people I got coached from a distance through their books and through their tapes. Before the cassette tapes went out of business, I used to, and that's why I had it in my car. I would listen to it all. I turned my into Universal on Wheels. I learned so much. Yeah, I have a lot of coaches from a distance. Yeah, and they helped me a lot from a distance through their books, through their seminars, and all of those things. But what I'm saying, if you got a coach one-on-one that can cut your learning curve faster because going that coach has been there already. And with the
That's true.
in life. But
That
let me
is
tell you
true. I
another thing
like
that I tell people this all the time. Many of us, we've been fortunate. We weren't in the military, and we didn't have to deal with weapons of mass destruction. And we appreciate the soldiers, the women and men that are fighting to protect us. But there is something that's killing us. It is called a weapon of mass distraction. Weapon of mass distraction.
distraction.
If you watch television, all the studies indicate that you get 70,000 different distractions. That's why you can't focus. Because one of my bonus, when you focus on the longest, become the strongest. If you get a beam and hold that beam in your hand and hold it steady on the steel, it will burn too. But we are just all over the place. You got to be focused. One of the chapters I put out in my book is facing the future with a focus. Facing your future
Facing your
with a
future.
new focus. And the best way to predict your future is to create it.
Because you're in charge of it.
The best way to predict your future is to create it. Because we came from a created being. And we're supposed to be created. You know what I found out? Say, for example, you go to the library or you go to the bookshelf and the book you're looking for, you can't find. You know the reason you can't find it? You're assigned to write it. Don't talk about, I wish somebody would write it. No, somebody is you.
That's you. You need to write it.
You gotta write. If you got a thought, nobody else don't have that kind of thought. Well, put that thought on paper. That's called a blueprint. Everything we possess right now has been created twice. One in our psyche mind, and then we put in a blueprint, and then it's manifest. All these buildings that you see, it started with a blueprint. The architect.
That's true. Right. Right.
Yes,
That's
yes.
true. That's true. Oh my goodness. So how let me get my thoughts together for 2 seconds because I have a couple of questions, but I'm like, okay, ask one at a time, and then I'm gonna end up forgetting it. But what is something that could help us focus with all these different distractions? Because I've even noticed for myself, being since I've started this business, and sometimes I get on social media and I get distracted, and I'm like, I didn't even do what I was supposed to do, and so I've really paid attention this last 30 days. I'm like, okay, I need to zone in and just do this so I can get done and move forward. But what is something that you can encourage us to stay focused with all these different distractions that's going on?
Number one, focus on the things that matter. Focus on that goal that's going to get you where you need to go faster. If you use social media, but don't let the social media use you. I haven't watched television on purpose for going on 3 years. Because of this 3 years. I spend that time working on me, studying, writing books, talking to people from around the world. A few weeks ago, I talked right on my Zoom. I talked to 14 different nations on my. I'm talking to people from around the world. That's a distraction. And some people, and I don't want nobody to get mad at me. Some of you are wasting too much time, and you're fighting for teams that you're not even on. You know the average football game, professional football game. You know the average time they are on in the real game is less than an hour. Yet we got some sports enthusiasts watch this game for 4 hours, that one for 4 more hours, another game for 4 more hours, and then to stay up until 11 o'clock and watch the replay of all the games, but they still haven't done anything, still haven't done an investment. And they're fighting. This is my team. This is my team. Well, let me tell you, when they win, do what do you get?
Mm.
Why not get on a winning team? So some things I learned
Mm.
in life is the pruning process. Some things I learned in life is applicable here. There's some things you need to cut back on because you want it to continue to grow. And there's some things you got to cut
Right.
off completely.
Mm. Cut
So
it off
what is it?
completely.
You cut off completely. If it's not getting you closer to where you say you were going. Let me just tell you something. I read this a number of years ago. And Ms. McNair, I was offended. Here's what it said. Wherever you are in your life right now, at some point in your life, you plan to be there. I was offended. Listen, let me repeat that. He said, where you are in your life right now, somewhere in your life, you plan to be there. I was offended until I grew a little bit more. I said, wow, that's why I end up to the place I plan to be here. I did all this stuff, get me there, and I'm surprised. Come on, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, somebody. It's like you planting all these weeds and then you hoping for a good harvest or something. You know, sometimes you heard a lot, and when I started my first business, I used to talk about nutrition. Nutrition
Mm-hmm.
is about the body and what you eat, and that's essential. But what's even worse than eating the wrong food
Ah.
is being given the wrong thing. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I've learned too? I read an article for a magazine of all ladies and nutrition. And I know them. They live in New Jersey, but we never met. But I did some coaching for them, and they got the magazine out, and they said to me, I read the magazine. I thought it was beautiful, nice food, nice everything. I said, but there's something missing in your magazine. And I wouldn't be a good coach if I wouldn't tell you what's missing. I said, you ain't dealing nothing with the mind. You got the body down,
Mm.
but most people mind a mess up. And see, what we don't realize that our conscious mind does not control us. Our
Right.
subconscious mind bring up all that stuff that are controlling us from the past. You can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You are imposter syndrome. You know you can't. No. Erase that. Let me tell you. In order for you to face it, you're going to have to first erase it. Erase
Mm.
it and then face it.
Erase
Come
it
on.
and face it.
Yeah. You erase it and face it. So that's why the scripture says, whatsoever things are true and lovely, honest and good report, think on these things.
Mm.
See. So
You know,
if you want to achieve those goals, you have to fill your mind up with the things that gonna get you closer. So when you get ready to watch something, just ask yourself an honest question: is this getting me closer to my dreams? If it's no, turn it off. See, some of us claim that we want all of that, but our action don't reflect that. What if I'm just raising a question? What if the average person will come and get your phone and have access to all that? They'll also tell you that the reason why you can't get ahead is these people that you're talking to. These people you got them on dial. You got them on automatic dial. They got nobody you dialing to get to your dreams, your goals, and your aspiration. It's a checkup from the neck up.
a
Come on.
checkup from the neck up. I like that.
Oh yeah, it's a checkup from the neck up. yeah.
But
Yeah.
it does start with the mindset. You know, I have since my cancer journey, my mindset has changed a lot. And that was and that's the reason why Sheridan was created, because I've learned so much and I'm like, why people don't know this, or do people know this or realize that this is out here? And so I felt like I needed to share it with someone, because usually when you hear Sheridan, you're thinking of gossip, but it's not about gossip. It's about knowledge and educating people. And I've come to terms with so many different people where they question that, like, what do you mean? And I've accepted in the last year and a half that it's not meant for everybody to acknowledge or accept it, because you're not going to receive it if your mindset is not there.
Yeah,
So, but
and you're only assigned to a certain group of people out of the 8 billion. You're only assigned. So get an assignment with your alignment. Get in assignment with your alignment. You're not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. And
Mhm.
something. Let me say one of the most dangerous things you're gonna hear people say. It's about who do you serve? I serve everybody and anybody. When anybody say that, don't walk from them. Run for your life.
Not
Because
not run.
he or she is stable. You be going to die without your service because there's 8 billion people. So find out the people that you were called to.
Mhm.
Answer them.
That's true.
See, if they don't like what you're delivering, they're not on your frequency.
That's true.
They're not on your
That's
frequency.
true. But but Dr. Jonas, it hurts. It almost hurts my feelings, and I've gotten better in the last 7 months. But it almost hurts my feelings to the point to where I get a little bit emotional, and then I start to question, like, well, should I be in it? And then it's well, I'm reminded that this mission is not their mission, and my mission is set by God because that's the vision that He's given me. I didn't know how this was going to play out. All I knew was this is what it's going to be called. And as time went on, I just kept doing things that I was called to do, and things have fallen into place. And
Mm-hmm.
so when you mention that, as far as like we doubt our own selves and we kind of beat our own selves up, that is so 100% true, because you allow other people to come in and influence your mind and say you shouldn't do this, or you couldn't do this, or that don't look right, or do something different, and
Mm-hmm.
you feel like they're starting to tear it down, is what
Yes.
it feels.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Well, two things that I would suggest. Number one, don't read anything that they say. Don't read it. Don't read it. You don't have to read it. And listen, I tell people all the time, build around people who celebrate you and not people who tolerate you. Okay, come on, somebody. So
Yeah.
if I know this, I know this person, and so we have to have the true validation in ourselves, where we know who we are and whose we are. When we get a compliment, we'll say thank you, but that didn't improve us because we already been approved by the manufacturer, the creator, the designer. He special designed you. So if it's something that you're reading, stop reading it. If it's a group of people that you listen to, you got to let them know your conversation will have to come higher. I love you, but when you start talking about that kind of way, if you keep on doing that, I'm going to have to teach you. But don't get mad with me now. You did it because I told you I'm not on that frequency.
Right. I did give you a warning. I did let you know.
You know what?
That's true.
Yeah. Hang around. Let me tell you something I've learned in life. If you stick around with 5 broke people, you will be number 6. Guaranteed. If you hang around or be around 5 prospered millionaire and billionaire, you'll be next.
Mhm.
The word also said, "For communication corrupts good moral." If you're not, I'm already on fire. I only allow people to show up that got some gasoline for me. Don't show up here with no water. But I'm so hot. I'm so hot. And God has got me so hot, you throw water on me, just turn the fire. It just make call the fire burn more. Red hot.
Right. Red hot.
Yeah. I'm red hot. So don't look for validation external. Know who you are and who you are, and the right people going to value you because I tell people all this stuff. Why do you think? And we do have people in this industry. Why do you think that one speaker get $100,000 for a 45 minutes speech, and why a person can work at McDonald's and don't make that kind of money in 20 years? Why? What's the difference? The difference is the value. The person who get $100,000, he brings so much value that they pay. The reason why we McDonald's and McBurrow and all stuff that's how much they value. That's much value you bring.
Hmm.
One human being is not better than
Understanding and
another,
value. Right.
but what value you bring. See, so when I talk to people, I don't necessarily talk about especially what I teach. I teach what the value that I bring for them, how it's going
Mhm.
to help them. Because in my book, when you get it, it has a neon sign on their forehead, and the neon sign reads, "What's in it for me?" And most people are approaching people, "What's in it for them?" The customer don't care nothing about us. They have headaches, they got pain, they got trouble, and you need to present yourself as a solver. You got a headache. I'm your aspirin.
Hmm.
Come on, you got some stomach with your stomach. Come on, somebody. I can be
Right.
your business. Because really, most people don't have ulcers because of what they're eating. Most people got ulcers because what's eating them.
Mm.
Unresolved issue. Let me repeat that.
Hmm.
Most people have ulcers. They don't have ulcers because what they're eating. They have ulcers based upon what's eating them. Unresolved issue. People that they need to forgive. Yes, you did you wrong, but let it go so you can grow. You're not forgiving
Right. Let it
them
go.
for them. You're forgiving them for you.
Mm.
Oh, this
There
is
you
a
go.
master class. This is a master class. So please
It
send me the
is.
copy so I can put it on my course
Okay.
lecture. No, I know I'm giving extra, but I'm giving extra because I want to help somebody.
Mhm. And I appreciate you coming on Show to See Tuesdays. If you haven't helped anyone else today, you've helped me a whole lot, a whole lot. And I know that my listeners, followers, whoever's going to tune in later or catch the replay, you have been inspired, definitely by this. His motto, and I know you haven't touched on this, but his motto is since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough.
Go for
Mm.
greatness. Yeah, I was
So
leaving
go
that
for
for
greatness.
yeah, go for greatness. Go for great. I just got the video and I was the keynote speaker for Dr. Cheryl Wood in Washington D.C. This is a fifth year, and she's one of my coach, and so I kick off her a meeting year and emphasize the energy and born. But what I'm saying all of that, I just got there because I was a 10 minutes keynote. I just got a 1 minute of it and then the 10 minute of it, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. I can be able to use that anywhere I want because they got a live audience. And probably I was kickoff speaker at 9 o'clock in the morning. We still had almost a couple hundred people in the room from all and from other countries
Wow.
as well. And that's how I close out. I said, "This is Dr. Jonas Gadson, known as Mr. Enthusiasm. My motto is, since greatness is possible, excellence is not enough. Go for greatness. Go for greatness. Go for greatness." And that's how I close up. Walk off the stage. I don't drop the mic. I pick it up. Yeah, too many
Right.
people. Too many people dropping the mic and they never pick it up. We need
Right. Don't drop the
to
mic.
pick up the mic. We need to hear your voice. Yeah.
Mm. I love that. I love that. Well, Dr. Gadson, thank you for coming on Show to See Tuesday. I cannot thank you enough. I am so happy I was able to connect with you. You have been phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Can you tell everyone where can they find you? Where can they locate you if they want to reach out, even buy your books? Let them know where they can find you.
Well, first of all, they can email me, and that's Jonas 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 with the bonus at outlook.com. That come directly to me. Or you also can go to my website. I'm on all social media too. But you can also go to my website, jonaswiththebonus.com. jonaswiththebonus.com and get a free gift from me. That's on communication as well. Free gift from me. Bonus, Jonas with the bonus. And then lastly, for those who are not social media, you can call me or text me directly on my private number, 585-703-9547. That's 585-703-9547. Love to hear from you. As a matter of fact, if this benefit, to email me and let me know how you benefit from it. And Ms. McKnight, I would be great to get a good comment from you. I'll put it in my brand new book of the Mastering Your Message. Since you benefited a lot, write me up. I'll put it in the brand new book that's coming out that will give you some additional visibility, because I'm international. I'm not. I live local, but I work globally, and so we'll have your name in there and your program at the bottom, and just talk about your program, what you thought, the presentation, what you got out of it, and all that, and then send me the copy of it, and I'm definitely going to use it in my industry as well.
Oh my goodness. Of course. Of course. I definitely will do that. Well, thank you so much again. I'm trying to hold on to my emotions because it is a lot. And I know we've gone a little bit over time, but I appreciate you staying on for just a little bit longer. I hope to have you come back if possible. Or hopefully I'll see you in South Carolina one of these days. But thank you so much for
Yes.
being on.
Oh, you're welcome. My last
Yes.
comment is part of what my book is about. Bonus for Jonas: if you cheat yourself in your preparation, it will show up in your presentation. I repeat that. Bonus from Jonas: if you cheat yourself in your preparation, it will show up in your presentation. Thank you so much for having me, and just keep up the good work. I'm really proud of you. I'll be happy to be on your program next time when you let me know early. I'll put it. Not only I put it on my calendar, I'm glad that you sent it earlier, because I sent it national and international. It's on all the social media, all of the people that know me. I send it to them directly, and different things of that nature. So I always tell people, do a flyer, do it professional, and then I'll market it. You give it to me, I'll market it, but do some marketing on your side too. But yeah. So appreciate you so much. Thank you so much. Season greetings to you. And again, those of you who are listening to this powerful program, I encourage you to tune in. It's every Tuesday, right? Tune in every Tuesday, and you'll be blessed, and you'll be glad. You did. Matter of fact, even just bring your tea and just listen. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Okay,
All
bye-bye.
right. Bye.
Bye-bye.